You are listening to chartingwealth.com for Friday, the 5th of June, 2015. Have you always wanted to know how the stock market worked and why? Well, at chartingwealth.com, we're here to make it easy. Every day we track the total market, the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and gold. We show you what's happening and why with no hype. So sit back, relax, and learn how the market really works and figure out how to make your millions. Now, please remember, we are not a stock calling service and we are not a financial advisory firm. Our opinions are our own and are in no way to be taken as financial advice of any kind whatsoever. Let's jump into IYY. What is IYY? It is the total market. It is literally an index that tracks the total market. So what's happening in the total market? Well, here you go. It is in a substantial down move. We have been tracking it for the last many days. You can see where we had the first red candle pop up after a strong up move back on the 22nd, and it has continued to plod down pretty much ever since then. That's the 22nd of May. Now, you can see if you are looking at the chart, a lot of you are listening by audio. That is fine. I'll explain to you what we're seeing. Between the 28th of May and the 1st of June over that weekend, you can see where the market turned over and started going down as far as the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence goes. Steep drop off on Wednesday the 4th. We have a good trend line that began on the 22nd of May and has continued through today. Market is a total confirmed down move. If we go to the 4-hour chart, which is this small chart we look at, the half-day chart, you can see that we are well below the 2-day trend line, which is a blue line that we have drawn, again, like I said, starting back on the 22nd. So we're confirmed down move, total market. We're going to range out on the 2-day chart, and we're going to go to the SPY, which is the Standard & Poor's 500. Again, this is an ETF, an exchange-traded fund that tracks the index of those 500 companies. It, too, is in a down move, crossed over going down about the same time the total market did. You see these two paralleling each other a lot, but not totally. The total market is, of course, bigger than 500 stocks. It is in a confirmed down move, as we've talked about over the last few days. If we go to the 4-hour chart, you can see that the movement is again below the 2-day trend line, something we pay attention to. Derivative oscillators negative. We had the crossover going down back between the 22nd and the 26th of May. So that's where we are in those two indexes. Now we're going to range back out to the 2-day chart. Going to go to my favorite index, the Qs. What happened to the Qs? Well, we talked most recently about a doji that had formed back on the 3rd. That doji is what? Well, that shows us there's as much up movement as down movement, and it typically signifies substantial indecision. Excuse me, I've been talking a lot today. That substantial indecision led to a reversal and a down move. It crossed over between the 3rd and the 4th, moving down. The derivative oscillator is still positive, but the MACD crossed over going down pretty sharply on the Qs. 2-day trend line has been broken. We will be looking to redraw that as soon as we're able to. We always like to connect two candles in whichever direction the trend is going. The trend is now going down. It is hard to connect a candle to a doji. You can do that, but it's not that good a connection. We'll see when we can. Now, if we go and we look at the 4-hour chart, we can tell, of course, that the 4-hour chart had rotated over going down many days ago. Between the 28th and the 29th, we had had substantial down movement in the derivative oscillator. We had had red candles for many days, and it crossed over during the course of Wednesday to break the 2-day trend line and to move down pretty substantially. So the Qs is in a confirmed down move at this point. Now, and it had been the one index that had actually been going up that we chart. So the Qs is in a down move. Now, let's range back out. We're on the 2-day chart once again, and we're going to look at gold. Gold is continuing to move pretty much right along the trend line that we drew. It crossed over going down back between the 26th and the 28th. It's in a confirmed down move. Also, if we go and we look at the 4-hour chart in gold, we will see that it moved down throughout the day, is below the 2-day trend line. Crossed over going down on the 4-hour chart. It had been trying to track back up, it appeared, but it crossed over between the 3rd and the 4th. So it is a confirmed down move also. Everything is down. Gold, the Qs, which is the NASDAQ 100, SPY, the Standard & Poor's 500, and the total market. That is where we end things on Thursday as we go into Friday the 5th. Hope that you've had a great week trading. Continue to follow the markets with us, and remember, tomorrow we do 2 shows. Not only do we review the market for Monday on the daily charts, we also, our daily review, stock chart review, we also do the weekly review and forecast. So please join us for both of those broadcast videos. We very much appreciate it. Chartingwealth.com is the website. Sign up for the free newsletter. Get the layout that we use for free stock charts so you can follow along with us and get all of our training. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless. Hope you had a great week trading and you're getting ready for another week coming up soon. Take care. Chartingwealth.com.